Oh yeah, let's go.
Wake the fuck up. Wake.
I'm picturing those punk rock
Wake up.
cheerleaders from Nirvana videos, Ryan.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You know, I met someone who was at that video.
I knew someone who was at that video too.
Let's talk about it. I can't wait.
Tavern Talk, baby.
Tavern Talk. Hey, let's get some more people in here. The party's starting. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tavern Talk, the show that's sweeping the nation. This is a full spoiler discussion show based on the epic fantasy series, The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. Brother Dan.
It's been a while.
I'm on day 7 of a food fast. I've only drinking liquids for the last 7 days.
I'm thinking that's why you've been so angry, Ryan.
Yeah, well, I mean, I accept responsibility for my actions at all times, and I will accept responsibility for tonight's show. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not in my right mind. I'm on a euphoric plane like a bodhisattva. I'm floating through this is a spiritual awakening, Brother Dan. Food sucks.
I think you are now completely digesting all of your nutrients in about a half hour.
I'm now
in and out in a half hour.
I'm digesting my soul through my internal organs, out of my perineal gland.
Yuck.
Out of my third eye.
Gross.
Right?
Is that what you guys call it now? A third eye? I call it the butt.
Hey, Tavern Talk is back, and we are in full force. Brother Dan had the time of his life, I've heard, traveling the globe.
Oh, yeah.
Spreading the way of the leaf. Did you find the song?
Tatar, 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 tatar.
Okay,
Hello.
no song.
That's
how they talk? If you ordered breakfast, what would it sound like?
It'd go, tatar, 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 tatar. And I go, can I get potatoes with that? Tatar, tatar, tatar.
You're like, no tartar sauce, please. Thank you.
And I'm like, can I get a Guinness? Oh, tatar, tatar, tatar.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about all things parenting in the Wheel of Time. A couple Tavern Talks ago, we had a Father's Day episode. I'm hearing an echo. Are you hearing that, Brother Dan?
Right, Ryan, it is your own personal issue.
All right. All right, so yeah, we had a Father's Day episode, but we thought let's expand this and talk about all things parenthood. We have the greatest panoply of persons who are going to join us, a gaggle of guests, the best guests ever. If Trump were going to talk about these guests, he'd say they are the best guests you've ever seen.
Everyone's saying it.
Everyone's saying it. Let's
Lots
bring it in.
of people are saying it.
Let's bring him in. Special guest. Boom. Boom, shaka, laka, laka, boom. All right. I couldn't be more excited for our guests.
Bring this beautiful panel in, Ryan.
I wish everyone could see everyone dancing in the background. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are. Super Chicken, Jansen, Lashley Hayes, and Gleeman Twitch. Yeah. Welcome.
Hey, guys. We're also attractive.
Well, thank you so much. I was going to say, rarely do our guests, rise to the level of Brother Dan and I's, just pure sexual attraction. And right now, I'm feeling a little like I need a peacock around because you guys are pushing the limits.
I know. Normally, we feel like we are Brad Pitt in the Goonies.
I'm wearing my peacock shorts.
Show the peacock.
Wait. All right, let's show them. You are. Yes.
Prince Ali, wonderful here. Silk pants, next level, my man.
Oh no, sorry. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Those are exotic shorts. I thought America invented shorts.
I was told I needed to dress up for this for Tavern Talks.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Tavern Talk is a very important. Yeah.
Well, no. Thank you. I have requested a tie, but you brought the shorts. Your mic sounds amazing, Gleeman. Well, let's go through it. Super Chicken. Hey, how you been? How you doing? Let's bring you in the middle here.
Yeah, man, I've been really good. I've been missing all of my WOT peeps, but I'm really I'm in the thick of summer. I'm pretty sure that the dark one's not going to let go, and it's just going to stay summer forever. And I'm excited about that. I'm really honored to be here. I'm so stoked to be here with these amazing guests and with you guys.
Oh, thank you so much. And can you tell you're saying backstage that you're starting in an improv troupe? What's that about?
Yeah, I got invited to just play with some folks doing improv. I'm just getting started with them, so I don't remember what the name of the method is. It's like the Comiskey method or something, where it's like you're always present all the time. You're always just responding to whatever's in the moment. If you have an idea, throw it away, because that's not what it's about. It's very interesting, and I'm learning from it. And we're going to do a performance at an art piece that's in downtown Portland that has a stage built. It's a temporary art installation. It has a stage built into it. A bunch of it's made out of trash, and it's designed to like make sound in the wind when you walk through it. I don't know. It's crazy stuff. But we're going to do an improv performance theater thing down there while this art installation is in town here in Portland, Oregon.
Are you? Is there a risk of you getting arrested doing this?
Oh God, I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty awesome performance. Yeah, I sure hope so.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. Let's get into it. Gleeman Twitch. Let's get you off of mute, my friend, and let's say hi to all of our guests, which is just a tsunami of people.
There you are.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, and there you went.
Oh.
All right, let's bring in Jansen.
Hold on. Yeah.
Jansen, introduce yourself and let's let everyone. We got to slowly let everyone know what you're all about.
Well, my name is Jansen Lashley Haynes. I like to call myself I'm the ultimate WOT fan. I am an actor here in Los Angeles. And Super Chicken, I have totally heard the Comiskey method. I've actually practiced it before. I think it's an awesome discipline in the acting world, and I think some of the greatest actors have used it. I'm really, really excited for you to be exploring that discipline. That's very cool. I am, the ultimate hustler, the ultimate runner. I'm running around LA all day doing auditions, doing shows, have my own small business at night, and my number one thing that I love in life besides my family is the Wheel of Time. So I am so stoked to be here and being able to talk and rap with like-minded people. I'm really interested in today's.
So is your nighttime gig at your OnlyFans account?
Yeah.
No, it's not. My night is actually a bartending business that I have in Los Angeles. I've developed over the past 20 years.
Awesome.
Jansen, how many auditions do you go to in say a week?
Probably anywhere from 4 to 8.
Wow. That's heavy.
Yeah, awesome. And your life goal is to be on the Wheel of Time, a series itself through Amazon. Our show goal is to get you on that show.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make this a win-win, brother.
Call me.
Awesome.
Even if I can only be an innkeeper, I don't care. From Almond Bunt to anyone, I'm down. Raymond.
I mean, but you're very fit. So how are you going to be an innkeeper, my friend?
Well,
would you go method and gain 40 pounds?
Well, remember in The Eye of the World, there's a skinny innkeeper.
Oh, the dark friend.
Usually not to be trusted. So
awesome.
Very cool.
All right. Well, I was going to introduce Tim, but I believe Gleeman Twitch is having some technical issues. So let's Terry forward.
Let's call him Gleeman Glitch.
Yeah.
It's already starting.
Gleeman Glitch.
All right. So we are talking parenting in the Wheel of Time. And many, people have a lot of feelings about how Robert Jordan and Brandon Sanderson wrote relationships and, are they believable? And most of those discussions revolve around romantic relationships. And I think it's interesting to actually dive deep into real parenting. And there's not a lot of it in the Wheel of Time, to be honest. Like, there's no real direct like passages of parent to child rearing. There are sparse. I see your face, Jansen. They're sparse as shit. There's a little bit in the Eye of the World. Yeah, pre-Winter's Night, like dad going in a fever dream. Yeah, there's that. We'll get into all of it. But yeah, parenting in the Wheel of Time. And I'm going to add mentorship. Let's add that to this because why limit ourselves? Thank you. Yeah, why limit? Maybe mentorship will come in later, but let's dive into parenting in the Wheel of Time. The world at large, the world writ large, knows my feelings about Tam Al'Thor, so I'm not going to pontificate too much, but I want to start with Tam Al'Thor as the first, example of parenting in the Wheel of Time, and let's start the discussion. Super Chicken, why is Tam Al'Thor the best parent in the world?
Because he's kind of written 2D so you can project onto him everything you ever wanted in a dad.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's like he's not really doing much parent. You don't see him doing a whole lot of stuff. Very, very low key in the book. They bring him in for a few scenes, but the things that he says in those scenes, you're like, oh, damn, that was deep. The things that he does, the way that he affects Rand in the most amazing way possible. So Rand can see that by being supported with love and having to step up to responsibility and having this opportunity to do it a second time, that it's possible to become Jesus Rand. I mean, I don't know. I gotta agree with you. Tam's the dad I wish I had.
That's amazing, and I've often thought that myself. Jansen, do you wish you had Tam Al'Thor as your father?
I kind of do. And one of the fascinating things about Tam is what other people through the book say about him. And we messages from Nynaeve, who even said that Tam was, and they talk about his solidity, especially Rand and Nynaeve, and even Nynaeve goes as far as to mention how solid he was, but she would never, of course, say that to his face himself. But she even says that. But even in as far as all the way into A Memory of Light, Tam was so solid and kept Rand in a level-headedness that no one else could.
Tam really is to Ryan's point, pretty much only and the best example of a constant father. All the major characters, they are in their early adulthood, and so Fael has left her dad. Elaine, her dad. I mean, she's unconventional parent in having the queen and such, but Tam is pretty much the salt of the earth. You're right, Super Chicken, that he is the quintessential cool dad. We don't hear about him hitting Rand. We hear about other people in the village. Rand, sure, you catch him in Senbui's or whatever, he's gonna hit you, but we don't hear Tam using punishment. We just hear him kind of just being that Zen. Flame in the void, lad. Flame in the void. And he's like, yeah, you're right.
That's which brings back to his solidity, the flame in the void. That basically that's everything for Rand. I mean, for Tam. And the funny thing about Tam is he was so solid that he could even teach a 300-year-old plus Aes Sedai a couple of things or two even. And he did that in, I believe that was the Gathering Storm, where Cadsuane put him in air, and even though Nynaeve tried to stop it, all Tam needed was words.
Yes.
Change her.
Yeah, a bully's still a bully.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and when you think about that, Tam v. Cadsuane, what? Cadsuane is like how many times older than him?
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing, yeah.
Well, on top of that, he taught a 1,000-year-old Aes Sedai a few things. When Rand was like, I can't fight because I only have one hand. And Tam's like, son, you can fight with no hands. This is the way.
Yes. Yeah.
Rough. That's a rough paraphrase.
Son.
All right. Hey, Brother Dan, your audio is clipping.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Yeah, you're having this audio issue.
All right.
And let's I'm going to take this moment. If you want to address your audio, I don't know how you want to do it. Unplug shit, plug it back in. But let's bring in a special guest. Tavern is joining us for this special late night, sexy edition of Parenting in the Wheel of Time. Oh, yeah, he's got a salt and pepper beard. Maybe more salt than pepper. We'll see how he feels about that. Tavern is joining us. Welcome.
Woo! What is happening, fellas?
We're professional. No sound check, no video check. You're a professional. You got this amazing background. Welcome.
What is happening?
Yeah, what's happening is we're talking parenthood in the Wheel of Time. We've been deep diving into Tamal Thor right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so just feel free to jump on in when you feel comfortable.
All right.
Is my volume better, Ryan?
We'll see. If it clips again, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Tavern, before we jump in, let's introduce you to our friends and family. Let everyone know who you are, what you're all about.
Okay. Tavern. I primarily do merch on Redbubble. You can find me on Tavern on Redbubble. I do TikTok videos, Instagram on an Instagram as well. And I am 1/3 of the host of the Will and Chill show.
Wow. The Wheel of Chill?
Will and Chill.
Will and Chill. And is that on podcast?
No,
YouTube?
It's a YouTube. We're on YouTube under Critter XD's YouTube channel. She has a special playlist for us. And yeah.
Excellent. Hey everybody. Tavern's joined us. He's one of the he's a gem. We met in WotCon and instantly I loved you from afar.
I loved you up close.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sorry, I had to look down upon you because I'm super tall, but yes. Did you is my interview live on TikTok yet?
It is not. I had to space them out because I put out like 15 of them, and I said my channel is going to be nothing but these interviews. So
right, yeah.
starting this week, the rest of them are coming out. They're already drafted. They just have to go out. Okay.
Did you throw in some duets with your shirt off in between? No. Is that what you did?
No, I have a couple. I've been having some issues lately, but that's a totally different conversation for your mental health channel.
Okay, yeah. Well,
that's a whole different thing.
Let's jump back into it. What do we think about parenting overall in the Two Rivers? I mean,
that's a great question.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, obviously they have the traditional Two Rivers values, so which are kind of close to Andorran values. They are, what's the word they use? Prim. They're more conservative. They wear, stout Two Rivers woolens.
Yeah.
And there's no neckline usually, just like the Andorran nobles wear. But I think that looking at the Edmonds Field parents and their surrogate parents are great because we get the most content from those. Even, when you look at the characters and who raised them, like Nynaeve, and she, even though her parents died when I believe she was 14 or 16, she was taken in by the Wisdom, who was alive then, and I believe her name was Doral Baron.
Mm-hmm.
Who was, so, a lot of how Nynaeve and how, Matt especially talks about his father all the time. And you even see how Perrin was raised through his surrogates, Mistress and Master Luhan. And they all have, very, I would say, and this is where the contrast between the show and the actual text start to change. Because the parents, some of the, especially Matt's parents, in the show compared to the book are so different.
Yeah.
And that's why we're going to get a very different Matt, I think, because Matt, through the entire book, was all the books, was everything he did was because of how he was raised. And his dad raised him right, no matter how much of a scamp or the guy he was. His parents raised him correct because Matt always did the right thing at the end of the day. You know, so I think Abel and Natty Cawthon had a huge impact on the character, at least, you know, that Robert Jordan created. Tam obviously had the most, because I don't know if this is too early to bring up. I've talked with other people about this. I believe Tam knew everything the whole time. He knew who was. He had worked around nobles in Ilion. He knew the things that they knew, and the things that I guess you could say smart, educated people in Ranland would know at that time. So he had to know at least parts of the prophecies and where he found his son. He had to think about it.
Brian has that feeling as well. I tend to think if he did know, he certainly could have, maybe whipped out the sword the day before or a week before. I mean,
no, well, he's not prophetic. Like, it's not like he smells Trollocs in the air. Like,
trained him and been like, "Hey, you're gonna have to fight pretty soon. Let's try fighting."
He did train him kind of in a Mr. Miyagi way. I mean,
yes!
I'll say that like I use the Flame in the Void in meditations that I do. There are meditations that I lead groups through that are exactly based on the Flame in the Void. That's a visualization that I give people. There's another component that I throw in that's based on the ginkgo tree, but honestly, Tam taught me something. I mean, that's a pretty good dad right there.
Well, and I mean, as a father, you would expect him to hope and pray that his son wasn't this being of prophecy, right? So you hold on to everything you've got. So I can see where he wouldn't train him, because as a father, he's going, yeah, it's not him, right? It can't be him. It's not him. I don't believe it to be him, because we all have flaws, right? And as for the two rivers, you were talking about, you know, how the kids were raised and whatever between the books and the show. It's night and day. No time in the books ever would Tam, Marin, and Bran be like, okay, finish the dishes, get your hanky-panky on, we're going upstairs. That wouldn't freaking happen ever in the book.
I think that had to do with the Game of Thrones. More than anything in the world, I think that they had to do that, because no matter what anyone thought, they still were thinking, at least the producers, Game of Thrones in the back of their head, and how much money are we going to make, and who are we going to bring to watch other than just the people who've read it.
I like the fact that they didn't push it to the Game of Thrones extent.
I do too.
I just finished House of the Dragon.
Don't.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not saying anything.
Why'd you, buddy?
I'm not going to say anything. I will just say it is Game of Thrones.
I have a little pushback on what you said, Tavern. Sure. You said that you think that Tam didn't want Rand to become the dragon, or he's like kind of in denial, or would be like, I don't really think, or I don't really want him to be. But I don't really see Tam as the kind of guy who is denying, who's like covering up parts of reality to be more comfortable. I don't see that side of Tam.
I have to agree with that, because remember, Tam's a reed. He's a reed.
He's a realist, yes.
Oh, he's a reed.
Yeah, that is true.
So how about now? Could we actually find fault in the fact that Tam did not let Rand in on any of this? Like, could Rand have benefited from knowing any of these stories, knowing that there's a magical sword, like an amazing sword under the bed? Like, could that have made Tam's journey or Rand's journey even easier if he were to have been able to open up about those things?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Do you think? And so to your point, Jansen, why would he let Rand know? Because Rand could go around talking about it, and that could be any dark friend. Is that why? Do you think he was tight-lipped because he has PTSD, or is he tight-lipped because he is on a lifetime mission to get the Dragon Reborn to the last battle?
Well, see, I'm not exactly sure, but I am going to use Rand's quote for this question, because by the end of The Gathering Storm, Rand had all of Lews Therin's memories. And the one thing that he said to Min that was more different than anything is that he was raised better.
Yes.
Yes.
That is true.
He said that flat out to Min. I was raised better this time.
Yeah. Also, when he had his last impasse with Lanfear, and he asked Lanfear to open herself up to him, she wouldn't. He opened himself up to her, and what he expressed to her was that, one, there's nothing inside of me that involves you. You're dead to me. You're like, I have nothing in with you. And the second thing he revealed to her is that he's just a Two Rivers boy raised by Tam Althor.
And that could be it. I mean, going back to Tam, it could be that just if Tam knew, again, this is a big if Tam knew, maybe he just wanted him to grow up normal. Right? He didn't want to put that pressure on him, which would be huge. It would be a completely different story if he knew from the get-go.
Okay, Nat, I don't think I'm asking if he should have told Rand that he's a Dragon Reborn. I'm asking if he should have told Rand more about the world writ large.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Well, I mean, they say it a lot.
In
Two
terms of
Rivers
how
folk are stubborn, and they live in their own little bubble. You know.
We also have to consider that the only people in the Two Rivers who probably knew all of Tam's past were only the men's circle.
And a little bit of the women's, well, the council, and then some of the women's circle knew Karri.
Yeah, knew Karri, and Nynaeve had seen them return with a new wife and a baby, but she didn't know everything. As the wisdom, the one person who's supposed to know everything, she didn't know everything that Tam did.
I don't buy the story, by the way. Well, the books are one thing, but the show is something else. I don't buy the story of Karri being a merchant's wife, but that's a whole different theory that I have. But yeah, anyways.
Well, I mean, like, this is time. Hey, Dan, how do rumors fly in Tavern Talk?
Frisbees at a dog park.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, like, we're here to speculate wildly. The more wild it is, the better. Right. If you have a theory about Karri,
yeah. So here's the theory, right? He finds her on Dragonmount, helps her deliver a child. He comes back from the war with a new wife and child. Now, what we know about Karri and the show, from what he stated, of course, a little different from the books, was that Karri could drink a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Who else drinks a lot? Aiel. The quarterstaff that has become basically a spear in the show. I haven't seen a quarterstaff yet. They all have some kind of look like a spear, which is what Tam had. Had the same spearhead as one of.
What? Wait.
So in the show, so in the show, right, when Tam fights Narg or the Trolloc in the house, even as they're going to Emond's Field for Beltane, he doesn't have a quarterstaff. He has a spear.
He has a sword.
No.
What do you mean?
He's walking with a stick and a spear.
Oh, that is
random.
And when he fights the Trolloc, he's fighting with a spear.
No.
And then he gets the sword. He originally starts because that's the spear that Rand picks up and stabs the Trolloc with. Originally, he fought with a spear. Then he went and got the sword.
Okay.
On the show. Anyways, the spearhead is very similar to Shale's spearheads.
True.
Oh, right? Crazy. Okay. Yeah.
So that's what the theory is going around, that the show might make Shale Rand's or Karri. He brought her. She survived. He brought her back to the Two Rivers. Listen, I'm not saying it's 100%. That's what I heard, and that's what some people have talked about. But it's interesting. It's an interesting theory.
I mean,
I don't know if it's valid, but
changed so much.
Yeah.
That'd be a huge change. That'd be
even oh my god, even okay. So what's his name? Paraval Mantiar, one of the yeah. That would change everything.
It would change a lot. Well, I mean, look what they've done. They've changed Master Gil. He's out of Camelin. He's now in Tarvalon, and he's non-existent as a character. He showed up for like 2 seconds. They moved the Horn of Vel-Air. The Green Man is gone. They changed quite a bit, so it would not surprise me for a big change like that.
Poor Natalie Lewin's wife's already dead.
Yep.
That's an old one, but it's gosh. So
think about Karri from the books. Karri is a pretty much non-existent character. People remember her smile, and that's about it.
That's it. Other than the fact that if you go into the companions and stuff, she was the daughter of merchants from, I believe, Camelin, that was working out of Tyr. No, Ilion. Sorry, Ilion. They disowned her when she decided to marry Tam, and then she followed him along on his campaigns.
Yeah, and they found the baby. They found Rand together in the book as well.
He found the baby and brought it to her, I think.
Yeah, and remember, yes, he says, he even quotes, "Yes, Karri, Rand's a good name."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I never thought that like Karri was like with Tam when they found the baby. Is that what you're thinking, Jansen?
That's what I going on with the text, I thought so, but they're pretty ambiguous about it. They're not actually, they don't say, they basically say he saw baby, blue in the cold, couldn't just leave a child. Then he says, "Yes, Karri, Rand's a good name."
Yeah, so Karri was a camp follower.
That makes sense.
So she was back in camp. So he found the baby, brought it back to her supposedly, and then they went back to the Two Rivers with the baby. But like again, a lot of people are speculating that maybe that's not the case in the show. Either way, I mean, it would be a huge change. Yeah. Either way, wouldn't matter to me. I mean, like you said, Karri was the non-existent character.
Do you think Karri was selling friendship bracelets to the soldiers?
Yes.
Well,
yeah, maybe she was.
She's making tie-dye in the parking lot.
Yeah.
If you think about it, if you look at New Spring,
if
you look at New Spring, they explain the whole thing about camp followers. And
they do.
It's a huge part. Like that sometimes the camp followers group is bigger than the army.
They do, and then Galad actually even talks about that right before the trial with Perrin as well. You're right; they do talk about that.
Yeah.
Jansen, you had said that the Two Rivers, you like their parenting style.
Yes,
I do want to challenge you a little bit on that. I don't see any real good parenting going on. We see, I guess, decent results. Although if Matt wasn't so lucky, he would be knifed in an alley before 21 from gambling and whoring.
True.
We have, but the authority figures in general are abrasive. We have Nynaeve who can go around hitting people at will. We don't even know what occurred with Perrin and his parents. We assume that things are fine, and it's just he just wants to live closer to work. But we live with the Luhans, and there's that. And Matt's dad and mom. I mean, we don't hear much about his mom. His dad, the true valiant thing that I think he did is to go with Tam al'Thor to Tarvalon to get the boys back. But for the most part, hear
that's it.
Trader, and we don't know how reputable a horse trader is in that village. There's
that's true. Yeah. But what we do see, one thing we do see, with the exception of Matt and the Congers and Coplans, and maybe a little bit of Sinbui, everyone else in the Two Rivers has an extraordinary work ethic.
Yes.
And also has an extraordinary will to never give up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're stubborn. They've got that blood in them. Yep.
So it's like the metal that they've been raised is fantastic.
But they also carry this cultural norm of like calling out the Coplans and Congers as like dim-witted, like this, that's I think embedded in parenting and allowing their children to just continuously see these this family as a homogenous group. who
Generationally,
always-
actually, you're right.
And
Uh-huh.
they basically say they don't have any common sense.
Exactly.
And that's what I mean. That's to me. That's what epitomizes the two rivers is common sense. They're no nonsense, common sense folk who work hard, and whatever you throw at them, they'll just deal with it and move on. Even Senbui, I mean, as grumpy as a pain in the ass as he is, he does all the thatch work, right? And he's a hard worker.
Until now.
Yeah, until now, right? So yeah, I mean, I think that overall the parenting for the two rivers was outstanding. If you're looking at it as an average, but they did leave some things out, right? Like interactions, they had some dynamics that were kind of off, like the men versus the women always happening, which led to the boys not knowing shit about women, right? I don't know if I can cuss. Sorry.
Fuck, man.
No, you-
Okay, I'm just making sure. I wasn't sure. We go all out on my show.
We
But-
do see some direct parenting from Two Rivers folk all throughout the series.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a guess who I'm talking about?
Nynaeve?
No.
Direct parenting from the two.
Direct
rivers?
parenting from the Two Rivers
the show?
all throughout the series.
Matrim
Talking about the show, or
Not in the
book?
show, not the
Oh,
book.
in the books.
Matrim Cawthon parenting Oliver. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jansen was on it like a bee in a bonnet.
Yeah. His, like,
Sure.
what Jansen was saying earlier before, there was a huge difference in his parents between the show and the books. But I think that overall, the character is pretty much on point.
Yeah.
He's doing the right thing. He cares about the people around him.
I hope we get the same actor for the second season.
Oh, let's all fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
hold on. I'll do that.
I mean, he cares about, but then he stole from that woman. He womanized. He seduced a woman and stole her bracelets.
But what did he steal it for? So that
No,
his
I
sisters
understand. Yeah,
wouldn't
no, he's like a
have,
Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we don't know that woman's story. Maybe she really needed those bracelets.
maybe her
Yeah.
kids were.
Maybe her
didn't get the
great grandmother who died of diphtheria just a week ago gave it to her, and that's her keepsake. And Matt's like, hey,
Did you say
Cha-ching.
diphtheria?
I was hoping
I
it was going
did.
to be a Terangriel actually at first, but
oh
mother
yeah.
you
Your
could maybe
mother has died of
back a little.
dysentery.
It's the hubba Terangriel.
Yeah, I was okay with that part because even in the books, Matt's a woman, not really a womanizer, but he's a schmoozer,
yeah.
right? He's a schmoozer. So yeah, stealing sucks, but I can see Matt in the books doing that.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
like-
think maybe we should make a video game called the Shara Trail. And
okay. Instead of
yeah.
an Oregon Trail.
yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah. Break it down. Give me more.
Yeah, well, I mean, instead of crossing the Mississippi with oxen towing your raft across, we got to cross the Dragon Wall with Aiel by giving them water, and then they'll lead you across the desert. And so your ability to find water throughout your journey is your ability to continue to get led. Otherwise, you like go astray and get bit by a red adder or whatever.
So you got to walk around with divining rods.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Like
so.
Aiel.
Yep.
I like it.
And I mean, the only thing I really liked about Oregon Trail was shooting the bison. So what would you be shooting? You'd be like,
Algode?
Rabbits.
I don't know.
nice.
Is there an option to stop at Stedding Shangsu before you go in? For training?
Hey, we're
That's
just
a smart
developing
idea.
it. Yeah, let's
That's
go.
a smart idea. I
Uh,
like it. Yeah.
What are you going to do isn't there a big ridge, like a big gap between the Ale Waste and
Great Rift. There's
Great
the Great
Rift?
Rift.
Yeah. You have to get across that too.
Yeah.
Oh man, so much diphtheria going on in there. Scurvy. Wait, so yeah. What
You die.
disease would we be afraid of in Shara Trail?
All of them.
Three-step fever.
Yes.
Three-step fever.
Oh yeah, two-step. A
Two
two-step.
step. Yeah,
Oh, is it
two-step.
two-step? Yeah.
The Gara.
3-step, you're dead.
Yeah, the Gara, which can kill you too. I don't think the sticks are too high up in the blight.
No.
That's
But,
so great.
You gotta hope you don't come up on a peach tree.
Stay away from peach trees.
You got, and you might actually randomly run into Rand, who thinks you're a Dark Friend troop, and just cut all your heads off and put them on stakes.
Or you could run into Rand right after he made its shower at the basin when he was addressing all the Aiel. Now you got more water.
I don't remember Rand's golden shower. What was that?
He had a golden shower.
It's in the dossier.
Yeah, it's in there. He likes that stuff.
Okay.
Now, real quick, let's wrap up on Tamil Thor and move this conversation along. I asked Maria Simmons if she had any back, going into the annals of all of his notes, and Maria Simmons told me personally that she loves Tamil Thor. She looked far and wide for anything on Tamil Thor, and there's nothing in his notes about Tamil Thor. What we have in the companion, in the books, in the Raven prologues is all we got, which is really exciting to hear.
just so you know, while at WotCon, I asked Maria. I was sitting next to her during the deleted scenes or bit, and I that's when I heard somebody mention. I had a discussion with somebody about the whole Karri Shael thing, and so I leaned over and I said, "Could Karri be her?" And she was like, "Nope." She's like, "Nope, it's all in the companion." I'm like, "Okay, just ask."
Yep, nice. Okay, well, I mean, that's you got to put a lock on that. Maria Simmons gives you a capital N. Nope, put a lock on it. Mm-hmm. That theory is a dead in the water.
True, but look what they're doing with the show.
I don't want to. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I don't want to.
It's fascinating. Tavern, like, it's fascinating for you to bring up the show in responding to theories, because I kind of have like lost. I don't think it's canon. I think the show is not canon, and it's far from canon. So it's fascinating to kind of analyze a book to show, but I've never thought of the show as like, okay, well, hey, look at that. Tam had a spear. That means something. I don't know what it means when they put shit in and not put shit in.
Yeah, I actually think it's going to be more canon next season.
Yeah, I will say this, though. If you look at that behind the scenes thing video that we got, and they're showing the warders practicing, and where we think we're going to see the quarterstaff against the swords.
Correct.
It's all quarterstaffs, yeah.
They're using spears.
What?
Go watch
those aren't quarterstaffs?
They're quarterstaffs as well.
Huh. I saw spear. I only saw spears.
Okay. Now, when you say spears, I think about, let's go back to the
stick with a sharp end on it, with a pointy metal thing. Yes.
Okay. Spear. See, I didn't see it. Okay, I didn't see it. Well, okay. do. All right. What's the difference? The difference between a quarterstaff and a spear is the sharp.
The sharp pointy thing at the end, right? It's metal.
Yeah, it's a spear is it's a circumcised quarterstaff is circumcised.
Yeah, pretty much. There's no blade on it. It's just a piece of wood. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Maybe some metal thingies on the end.
And remember, Aiel spears are only 3 feet long. They're half the size of a regular quarterstaff.
That's what I was gonna say. So, like,
skilled quarterstaff is a little bit taller than the guy.
Yeah, it's about 6 foot.
Just
or whoever, the person. Yeah.
See, yeah. I always, Matt's quarterstaff has a spear on it. Has a blade on it.
The Ashendari?
Yeah.
But
so is that?
Also got weapon by the memories. He got skills, learned how to use it through his memories, not just.
No, I know, but I'm just kind of like.
Staff came to your chin. Is that a different kind of staff? I thought the way that you size it is that it comes to your chin.
Is that what that might be why it's called a quarterstaff instead of
staff? I think that
false staff.
Yeah, I think you could be right about that.
All right, let's see.
I'm not sure.
Quarterstaff, also short staff, or simply a staff, is a traditional European pole weapon, which is especially blah blah blah. But they're about the size of the person, give or take.
Give or take a head.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they could be shot on either end, but yeah.
there's two kinds of quarterstaffs in the Wheel of Time. There is the traditional Emmons Fielder quarterstaff, and then there's the one they use in Tyr, which is made of bamboo, which Julian Sandar uses.
Yes. Yep.
Ooh.
And
Jansen dropping knowledge.
Yeah, the only reason it's bamboo is because that's what they had in that region.
And it's thinner, more quick, and
lighter.
Really
That's okay.
Well, let's stay on topic with this trans. We were in the Two Rivers, which is probably the more traditional. Let's see the IO waste. The IO, we don't hear much about parenting there, except for when a maiden has a child, and that is its own wacky thing where they just pass the kid to a farm, and women are just taking the kid. No one knows who had it and all that, and they seem to have the whole it takes a village to raise a child, especially if it's a maiden's child.
And that might not be the best parenting skills, considering that Couladin was one of those people.
Well, there's bad apples in every.
What's wrong with Couladin? He's a strong leader. He's ambitious.
I mean, did you see his hair in the teaser?
Flag of Eagles? Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So he put the cool back in Couladin. Let's just say that.
Super Couladin. Yeah.
In Loyal's library, real quick, we'll get to your question. That's a great question. We have that on the docket. We're going to talk about that. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Stay involved. All right. Yeah. So Couladin is a bad apple. What do you mean by bad apples, Brother Dan? Do you think children, just despite the village's best effort, are gonna like pop out and be all dicky?
Well, I think that they get rid of problem kids for the most part.
They get rid of them?
Have a problem just sending them to go run without water.
So if you have ADHD,
like 300.
Yeah, if you have ADHD, you're like, go. Yeah, they're like, get out of here, kid, and this is make them all wander out in the desert.
Right. Or vice versa. If the kid's like, get homework again, and the teacher's like, Jesus, you have toe again. You're this attention for a year and a day.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, brother Dan, you're clipping out again real quick.
We also know, as far as the Aiel are concerned, that they teach their children very, very early, because it's been quoted more than once that a child of 6 could survive in the waste, know where water is, know where to go, and know how to do things. So we know that they're taught at least skills.
Yeah, Jesus. I couldn't make a grilled cheese sandwich on my own at the age of 6.
Exactly.
I probably knew how to turn the TV on and like find my favorite shows though. Right, so maybe I would have adapted.
Ryan, you could have made you could have poured cereal. We hear that there are kids, and Rand is going to the bowl. I don't remember the name of it.
Fardal.
Fardal. He notices that kids kind of running around. I think
you're talking about where'd you say it was?
Al Kerdal, Golden Bowl.
Yeah. There were kids in the groups. Yeah,
but for the most part, we don't hear much about IL children at all.
You're right.
No, I mean they're raised, like you said, they're raised by the community that isn't right. The warriors, it isn't the spear maidens or anybody else. And later on, they choose to go on whatever path they get. They choose. So I can't say that it's bad parenting. It's a harsh environment. They're being taught by people that care for them. It's not that their mothers, don't care for them, but they're warriors and they can't be bothered with having to raise a child. Not to mention that once the child is the maiden gives birth and the child is taken away, they don't know where that child went.
True.
Right? They don't have a clue who's got that child or who's raising the child or whatever, which is why when Rand comes back, son of a maiden, it's a huge deal to them because they actually know who his mother was. Right? Which is like incredibly crazy for them.
A rarity, yeah.
But doesn't that suggest that they may know who the kids are? I mean, babies
Wise ones.
are there. It's like,
Wise
all right, maiden Jenny, just a kid. We'll throw her in. But how many newborns are that? All right, so there's a 2-month-old, there's a 6-month-old, 8-month-old, and then there's newborn Jenny kid. I don't know. I think they would probably still fucking know.
I don't think you're considering the scope of how many Aiel there actually are.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, are they having babies just every fucking day?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you consider that even just one clan of Shido had half the amount of Aes Sedai channelers, just one.
Yeah.
So you got to consider that and they even call themselves now we're a nation. If you consider how many Aiel there are, there's got to be millions of them. So
not only that, they're not keeping the children within their holds or their or whatever. They're trading the children around, right, to different seps and whatever. So to raise, because they really don't want the mother to know who the child went to.
Just the maidens, though, right? That's not all children.
No, it's just the maidens. It's just the maidens. Yeah, the rest of them. If
the kid can do magic, then they're like, hey, go join the Dark One. Like, definitely bolster the bad guy's side. Like,
exactly.
Well, they send the
that's
male,
good parenting.
Yeah, they send the male children that can channel out to fight in the blight.
Yeah,
I thought they sent him straight. They filed his teeth down. They gave him a black cloak and sent him off to the Dark One and said, "You raise him."
That'd be awesome.
Nice. So Rand's mom was somehow able, through guile and sexual prowess, convince a clan chief to allow her to battle with his
While
son.
pregnant.
Right. Yeah. So what a weird. So is that? I mean, is that a love? Is that romantic, or is that some sort of weird Tavern?
The wheel weaves as the wheel wills.
See, there, I knew you were gonna say that. So what does that mean? Is that just predeterminism shit?
Well,
Come on,
so much you couldn't deny her anything.
Yeah.
He's so strong. He's one of the greatest clan chiefs ever in the history of fucking clan chiefs. All of a sudden, he's like, "Whoops."
Well, yeah, but think about what they were doing. They were going after, the tree killer, right? The tree killer, and that you can't deny a warrior that, right? That's like I guess you could, but I think that might have had something to do with it. The fact that it was such a big deal that, for honor's sake, any warrior that was worth their salt had to go on this thing, and they, to deny that person would be a huge insult.
Then he got killed by his brother-in-law.
Yeah, true.
Smart. Yeah, good guy. All right, so Wada Olakasi, one of our faves, says she wasn't pregnant when they left the waste. It was the 4th year.
Oh, that's
what?
true.
What are we talking about?
That is true.
Can you fact check this, Jansen?
Well, it is true, because when they pulled in New Spring, when they pulled back, when the ale started blowing the horns and started leaving, they had been at it for years.
Yes.
At least 2 to 3.
4 years. It was 4 years.
Yeah, it was 4. Yeah.
Why do we all think that she had to convince her husband, to allow her? Why are we all thinking this then, if that's the case?
Well, we have a good time because we know that she was in the waste a year before Layman cut down the tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she couldn't have known the reason why, other than that she was supposed to be there because Gitara told her to go.
Yeah. So and so this is the point, and I think this might help explain everything, because that was how she got in there in the first place, was by telling him the prophecy, right? And Brother Dan, Guitar Morosa, before she had the prophecy of Rand's birth, told Tigraine to go into the waste.
Yep.
Right, and she without a mic, so she was acoustic guitar.
Yeah. Do you want to give us a recreation of that song, Brother Dan?
Yeah, and Morosa, it had to be like an emo song for sure.
Yeah, Brother Dan, where's your guitar? I think you.
All right, here, hold on. Yeah, actually,
I think you just doomed yourself to a live performance.
Okay, yeah, let me.
All right, so canonically, Brother Dan has to lie down when he plays guitar.
He has to lie down.
Yeah. why he's never on camera.
It's called going to the waste. Sweet child of mine.
Wait.
All right,
there's
Jansen's
another
playing with
guitar.
you.
Yeah, hey, I was gonna try to.
No, keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. Let's all play.
Did you even hear me? I don't even know if you could hear me.
We can, but there's like a 5-second delay, so just put that into your playing. Brother Dan, keep going.
All right, go, Jansen.
3, 2, 1.
You gotta go into the way. You like sand, go get a taste.
Even though I know you want to leave your beautiful.
Get out of.
And he is a nice-looking baby. He's the most beautiful child I've ever seen. But everything has its own place and time, and the wheel weaves what
I
it
just
will.
thought of something.
The only way I'm gonna pop this kid out is if you stab me in the gut.
There's
Ooh,
another decision we didn't talk about too.
Oh, well, let's talk about my theory that Tam took out Tigraine in battle and took the baby because he knew what he was doing all
He
along.
did it on purpose.
Why wouldn't he? Why would he not? Why would it's battle, baby?
So you mean he saw her pregnant, said, "Oh, this might be the Dragon Reborn. If I kill her and take the baby,
Yes.
I'm making the Dragon Reborn." But
Yes.
wow,
Yeah,
that's
like
wow.
Moraine. Wait, let's just say Moraine would have done it. Moraine would have done it. Catherine would have done it.
Yeah.
Baron would have like if you want to give him props, I mean, he bested Cat Swain. He's that fucking great. So yeah, I think he knew all along. I think he's a mastermind, best father in the world.
So he's the Jar Jar Binks Sith Lord freaking of Wheel of Time. Is that what you're saying?
I think he's the father of time.
Wow,
Or the creator.
the creator.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's Bella.
Yeah,
That's
Tam
Bella.
Tam is Nakomi.
Wow.
Ooh.
You heard it here first.
Now
That's-
this is, oh my goodness.
Tam Comey. It's Tam Comey.
Tam, yeah, you never. Hey. To that point, you never see Tam and Nakomi in the same scene.
This is true.
That's true.
That's right.
While we were
so-
singing that song, I realized
or old Sylvie either.
You're right.
I realized that Rand is the ultimate redheaded stepchild.
Wait, I thought old Sylvie was Lanfear.
I don't think so.
You
Pretty
think
much
old
Tam.
Sylvie's Nakomi?
It's Tam,
Yeah, I don't
aka,
think
think old
AKA
Sylvie is
Nakomi.
AKA Nakomi.
It's old Sylvie Althor.
And Lenny is. I mean, we all know this, Ryan.
right. All right, everyone, take a breath. It's time for a Bella break.
Yeah, Bella. I did say Bella. I don't know if I should apologize for having said it now.
Oh, there's many more. Keep saying them. I have 5 different Bellas to go through. That was Bella. That was Bella at Burning Man. We have Bella at a metal concert. It's all good. It's a thing with our show.
That's amazing.
You should watch it once in a while. Jansen, Jansen. Let's pivot. Let's pivot hard. We're gonna hard pivot.
Okay.
Let's talk mothers. Let's talk mothers, and let's talk. I think a great example of learning about parenting without actually seeing it is more gays.
We're gay. Yes.
Which is
Less
complicated.
gays.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Which
the
is
right amount of gays.
all right. So it was asked in chat, and let's bring this up because it's a beautiful question. Good parent, yay or nay? Is Morghese a good parent?
I don't know if much of the nobility were good parents, especially in Andor. I think the job of their children, or for them, was to teach them their children how to survive the next generation and rule.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They were
Pretty-
basically given a task. This is your job for the rest of your life. Go learn it.
Mhm.
And when I'm gone, be good at it.
She didn't even get to make choices for herself based on herself.
Yeah.
She made choices about her lovers based on her kingdom or queendom or whatever.
And if you consider this too, technically Morgaze, Elaine, and what was her? No, Mordralane was not Morgaze's mom, but Morgaze's mom as well. They all were basically mothered by Leanie,
Mhm.
who was a great mom.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, good point.
So they did have that mother symbol in their lives that taught them right. And she was definitely a great. They talk about her all the time. They talk about her more than they talk about their own words.
All right.
Right, and Elaine alludes. She is very angry that her mom is hooked up with Gabriel. She is
All right,
like,
and there's I've so got into that. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun, but yeah, like there's some sort of history there wherein Gabriel was able to tap into, I think, a fatal flaw of Morgaze, and I think that fatal flaw has a history, and Elaine suffered through that history, and I think and I think that is instrumental in understanding all of those dynamics between Elaine and Tom.
Yeah, there was a lot of men. There was a lot of men for Morgaze.
Yes.
Yeah,
He had
Yeah.
a thing for nicely turned calves. Yeah.
In her and Natty Coffin.
Yeah.
I mean, no, not Natty Coffin. What was her name? What was her name?
Elsa.
No, not Elsa Penfield.
Elsa Cromwell.
Elsie.
Hey,
Bearland.
Super Chicken, we all know your thing about Elsa. Come on.
Natty Coffin. No. What was it?
Jansen's having long day in the office.
What was her name? They'll chased her around the whole Two Rivers with a club.
Elsa Grimwell.
No, not Elsa Grimwell. Matt met her. They met her going down the flight down the Arenal.
Luna Lovegood.
Not Luna Lovegood. I just saw her on X-Gear the other day.
Really?
Kidding.
What kind of actor are you, Jansen?
Elman Drata.
I'm gonna try to for sure.
Oh, what is this? Morgaze's mom was Megden.
Oh, 4 men in 25 years.
Is this the same Megden who is the leader of the Blues? Wait, what is Megden in the books? That's Megden in the show.
Yeah,
Megden was
that's
the name.
is her name Megan?
Megden was the name that Morgaze took when she was Perrin's maid.
Yeah.
Is there an Aes Sedai in the books called Megden?
I don't think so.
No,
but there's a lot of them.
Odja.
Is
Yeah,
Megan?
It's Megan.
Okay,
Yeah.
Megan.
Oh my
Dan,
god!
you're being attacked.
all right, right here. I got
almost
the
got
book
mugged. You
here.
see that?
Let me look at MAI.
I mean, there's basically one letter away from any name you could conceive of as an Aes Sedai name, for sure.
All right, so the blue sitter is Megan.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it yellow? Yeah, it's blue. Yeah, you're right. It's blue.
No, Morgaze's mother is also Leanie.
Mauricio keeps making us laugh.
I think Leanie is Nakomi.
Oh.
That's a legit theory. I don't have any arguments against it.
Because they're also never in the same scene together.
Wait, is Linny ever around when Bella's around?
Ooh, no, I don't believe they're in the same scene. Ooh, actually, no. Ooh, okay.
Linny's
That's
the
a good
creator.
question.
See, there's one other person I think Nakomi could possibly be. I think Nakomi could possibly be Cerelia.
Go on. I'm like
That theory is a little Cerelia for me.
Go on.
Yeah, that's a little surreal.
She's the oldest living.
I said it again.
Ollie painted that
She's
one.
the oldest living Aiel, so therefore she's another definite mother figure in the series over everyone.
Yeah.
And she is the only one, the first one, when Avienda saw everything change, who said it doesn't matter.
The hell was that?
What was that?
That was us saying, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah!
I thought my tinnitus was acting up. I was like, what the fuck?
I got an idea now.
I mean, yeah, maybe Cerelia dreamwalked herself to Avienda's fire. Yeah.
I don't think Cerelia can dreamwalk.
Oh, see, I was with you, but then you argued against your own argument. So
No.
now I'm not with you anymore. I think Cerelia sucks as
that's
She
what
couldn't channel either, could she? Wait, she couldn't channel at all.
Just because she's old as shit.
She could channel. Remember, she's the one who taught Catherine how to channel.
Can Nakomi
Really?
channel?
With their tiny amount of ability.
Oh yeah.
Wait, can Nakomi channel?
We don't know. I don't know.
She can disappear when she wants to. We know that.
She can make like 5-course meals.
She can make yummy food.
Yeah. She has a bag of infinite holding.
That sounds like Queenie from the Fantastic Beasts movies. She makes a lot of food. Huh. Getting back to the parenting thing I was thinking about a second ago is that the book, or the books, I should say.
Yeah, I was like, which one?
Yeah, the books are full. I mean, chock full of characters raising other characters in one way or another through mentorship, through friendship, or whatever. Right? You have Tom. You have Tom. Lan. Lan is my favorite character. I've said this a million times. There is not one crappy Lan relationship throughout the entire series.
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Lan and Lan.
Nope.
They're terrible. Lan's relationship with himself is shit.
There is the when you're right, when Moraine died and he had to go to what's her face.
Not just her.
Not even that one.
Just remember the Memory of Light when Lan had full. He was the, Daishan.
You're right.
Yeah.
General,
all of his glory.
General under Agelmar that he wanted to throttle. They didn't get along.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's the only one I can think of.
Yeah, but
okay,
I mean,
you're right.
That was an instance because they were okay earlier, right?
No. He never liked her. They never got along for some reason.
Who? Wait, Agelmar or who?
It was one of Agelmar's generals. One of their one of their generals, and it was a woman.
Right. But I mean, how big of a relationship was that in the books, though?
No, it wasn't a big relationship. I was just saying. I remember.
Yeah, no, I get you. All right, no, you got a point. But I mean, I'm saying any long-lasting relationship that he had in the books with any other character, he was either a mentor, a friend, a brother, a husband, a love, whatever.
A self-loathing warder.
How about Lan to Matt though? I don't remember any good tidings from Lan to Matt.
I do.
I about to say, I thought Lan respected his military prowess.
He noticed.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, in the end, you're right.
When Matt and Lan actually are two of the main characters that actually fought together in the actual last battle.
Yeah.
You need to say actual one more time, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, actualize that, Super Chicken.
Actualize.
Yeah. Do you like? All right. So, okay. So here's a fun thought experiment. Fourth age, Lan and Nynaeve, they have children. Are they good parents?
Oh,
I think yes.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, we lost Tavern. Are you?
No, I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm not laughing. I think. Okay, serious note. They would be great parents. I think. Brother Dan is having a freak out.
No. Yeah, no. Me too. Me too.
I'm sorry, Tavern Tavern. There is. I mean, imagine them parent-teacher conference. You think that is going to get out of this alive? Nynaeve is going to be gripping her braid. Teacher's going to be like, yeah, little.
All right, let's act this out.
I will say this: that once that cat came out of the bag and they became a couple, and yes, there was some back and forth as they went back and forth with power, and they just they had the whole sea folk wedding, and they're like, okay, you're in charge in public, I'm in charge behind the scenes. They kind of calmed each other down. I think they brought each other to a.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think Lan would be allowed at the parent-teacher conference. Yeah. That's Nynaeve's domain.
I agree.
I think Lan would have to be there because Nynaeve would want to switch her.
That's what would happen then. Yeah.
I mean, but
I think we need to act this out right now. So
okay.
All
right. So Super Chicken, you're Nynaeve. Jansen, you're Lan. Brother Dan, you're the principal. You're at a parent-teacher conference.
Okay.
And
Mr. and Mrs. Mandragon, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry I had to call you. There really has been some behavioral issues with your son and or daughter, and I wanted to just kind of discuss. There's not a whole lot of homework that's being done, and
I was busy healing somebody. What's the point here? Can we get to the point?
Well, yes. I mean, for us to have an engaged learning environment, everyone needs to be participating in their homework. For instance, your daughter's, and I'm quoting here, in regards to her math homework, she said, "Fuck geometry. My dad's face is all planes and angles. I need this shit."
Yeah. Well, did you ask her? Did you try to relate, or did the teacher try to relate geometry to lands, planes, and angles? Because I have a feeling that that's the way that you could get to her. It's really important that you take the time to relate to each student where they are. I don't understand why I'm here. Do you need me to tell you how to do your job? Because I'll tell you how to do your job.
I see that your knuckles are white on your braid. Let me yeah, okay.
My wife
yes, Mr. Mandragon.
My wife tends to have a very spirited look of the world. My daughter is a borderlander through and through.
Hi.
She has the spirit of a lion and the heart of her mother. So if you aren't strong enough to teach my child, I will look elsewhere. I wanted a Malkiri teacher in the first place.
Ooh, you have arrived. The Hamlet sign did say that there was to be expected a good hour's worth of homework every night, and your daughter just refuses to do the homework. Now, as you see, it is 40% of her grade, and I'm fearing that she have to come to school if she does not pass this class.
If she doesn't pass this class, teacher, you're going to have to do my wife.
I didn't consent to that.
All right, and scene.
That shit. Super nope, not me.
Jansen, I felt the gravity when you took a deep breath and you started talking.
Yeah, that was nice.
No, you really embodied land right there. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, right. Brother Dan. You still have clipping as of you're clipping like a motherfucker.
I don't know what to do about it for right now. During the break, I'll unplug and plug it back in and see.
Have you tried removing one of your eyebrows and putting it over the mic?
I think that might work. Speaking of break, let's take that break now. And let's have you work on your shit. I think maybe just start everything over and pop back in, Dan. Maybe that'll help. We're gonna take a 10-minute break.
Gonna do it.
Super Chicken, your pessimism is noted.
Be downer, ain't you?
It is noted, but like we are the way to leave, so I'm deflecting it like a Kim.
Rant. Do you mind?
Go for it. Yeah, talk about it.
Okay. Is my mic sounding better as of right now?
So far, so goody.
Okay, good. So Veer, I think is a
immediate clipping.
Clipping happened.
He's the worst. He runs Emmons Field with an iron fist. The guy's for 20 years. Rand has never known another mayor. You go into town, guess what? This guy puts on the he's in charge of all the merchants. He does all. You look, he has the only inn in town. You look at all the roofs. Only tile roof. Everyone else is that.
He has a clock.
During Beltane, Headler, there was a Gleeman, and there was fireworks. Guess who was back from this? Bran Alvear. People are coming in from Devon Ride. People are coming in from Terran Ferry. Dirty bastards. Where are they staying? They're staying at the Wine Spring Inn. This one wants to put cash in his own pocket through funds. Changed my mind.
You're saying he's monopolized the
I'm saying
trade.
Trump.
The only argument against that I have is he literally turned water into wine.
Well, and
it's the Wine Spring Inn.
And he charged for it. Well, yeah, I mean, so guys aren't jumping on board. I understand, but to me, it's suspect. And my theory is that Copland Talk was a political slogan that the mayor before him was a Copland. It's like fake news, and everyone just jumped on. Oh, Copland Talk. Brand is Fox News. That's what I'm saying.
So if that's the case, and he's buddies with Tam, would that make Tam Roger Stone?
Yes, no. Tam is his.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
He's Steve Tamian.
I mean, what is the prophet Alex Jones?
And Brad calls him Sloppy Tam.
The drunk is reborn. You know the drunk is reborn, and you need to take off a brain. The lizard people are coming for you. The dragon's going to save us all.
I'm sorry. All right. Anyways, so yeah, I think it was all about that money. I
think we can think of with Bran the one good thing that you can see in the text is that he never ever was arrogant enough to say that he knew everything.
Yeah.
And he did have advisors that he trusted that were really solid. Tam.
Yeah.
Like the poops of people who ate.
He even had Senbui in there because you need that voice of opposition to keep you straight.
He had them. And he had Harluhan, and he had, what was the Miller's name? Master Alcine. And no, not Master Alcine. That was Walstein's. So
I don't remember what the Miller's name was. Damn it!
It was.
Let me look this up.
The Miller was.
Let's see.
We're trying to find out.
Samuel Crow?
I don't.
Was it Samuel Crow?
No idea.
I'm gonna say probably. So
I'm trying to find it here. Here we go. Okay, so it was Bran. Where'd it go? Where'd my list go? Bran, Tam Althor, Senbui, John Thane.
John Thane is the Miller.
Harold Luhan, Rowan Hearn.
That's the one.
Samuel Craw and Abel Coffin.
Coffin, yeah.
Yeah. So there was like 8 of them.
I'm really interested how they're going to play that on the show.
Play what?
The women's circle.
Oh, the women's circle.
I'm gonna be honest with you, they didn't.
Because I mean, they do have one of what's her name? Hayes Conger is a character.
She is.
She is a character.
So here's what that was one of the other changes that I saw in the show from the books was the dynamic between the village council and the women's circle was really strong in the books, right? Always at odds. The men don't know anything. And everybody's like, oh, I don't care what anybody says about, woke, whatever, this, that, and the other. It's an entire story in which men broke the freaking world. So yes, men aren't trusted as well as women because women have come to learn that they can't trust men because they broke the freaking world. So that's, that's that thing. But in the show, I think they downplayed the whole women's circle thing. They did do the whole coming of age thing with the women. But you didn't see that headbutting, right? And nobody was giving Nynaeve shit as wisdom because the women's council, or the women's circle was always giving her crap because she's so young or whatever. There was none of that in the show, which I'm glad because I think it was pointless in the books to an extent.
I don't think it was pointless. I think it was just heavy-handed. It was the same point being kind of.
I think you needed that for her character's development later when she was comic relief for so many of the books. It helped, the contrast between her being that hard-assed, wisdom who slumped people in the back of the head, to her getting passes from Vale and Luca and things like that, which were hilarious. And she couldn't yell anymore, she had to like suck it up. So I thought that was funny.
See, I think Nynaeve is insensible. I think that being her would be the worst. I mean, look at, like, we're doing our reread now, and she's the worst companion.
She's the worst what?
She's the worst companion.
Traveling companion?
Traveling companion.
Oh, no, yeah, Nynaeve?
Yes.
Oh my god.
She would be the worst.
Yeah. And cabin mate, like those elbows alone.
Yeah. But I will say this: if it wasn't for her, Elaine would have spent all their freaking money.
True.
So if it wasn't for her, they'd be on the road and broke.
Yeah, I think Nynaeve and Elaine are two bumbling fucks, but
yeah.
I mean, seriously.
I love Nynaeve. Yeah, I love Nynaeve, but man, they're
both pretty clueless in their own way.
Yeah, they always need help. Like, always.
And it's funny.
Just ask Matt.
Throughout
the books, you have these characters going on these trips together, right? And I still think that the most wholesome companion group was Matt and Rand. They literally took care of each other, as opposed to all the other bullshit that was going on with everybody. Matt and Rand, their travels were. I wish we had more of that.
There's some of the most tender moments. Yeah. First, Rand breaks down, and then later on, Matt breaks down, and they care for each other in these so many. It's so great. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, they're amazing. You can tell that they're friends. And that they grew up together. Where you have Nynaeve and even with Nynaeve and Egwene, the headbutting from that whole thing was insane.
Yeah,
they gave me headaches sometimes.
The way that Rand takes care of Matt, even while Matt is going into dementia and staring crazy eyes at all of their prospective hosts, so they'd have a place to stay. Like that is some serious, some friendship and some self-sacrifice, and just this is how you can be in a healthy relationship.
Yeah, and it comes back to good parenting.
It does.
Right, because travel itself sucks.
Yeah.
You lose your patience. I mean, at an airport, you just see angry people all the time.
That's true.
Travel is a burden itself. They don't know where they're going to sleep. They've come across a place. Hey, maybe this place. Hey, can we cut some wood? Can we do shit? And Matt's all, I don't trust you.
And the entire time they have a dark friend lure on them in the dagger.
Yeah. That was actually portrayed very well on the show, I thought.
It was.
That was so good. Oh, he's funny now. That was probably one of my favorite lines.
Right? Yeah.
That's one of my favorite lines. He's funny now.
Yeah. All roads to Tarvalon. He's like, that's not how roads work. That was a good one.
Oh, and the fact that when Dana, my favorite dark friend, she could stab me any day of the week.
Oh yeah, she can.
I'm just gonna put that out there. But even when she, suggested that Rand and Matt were more than just friends, Rand's like, "Oh, I could do better than that."
Oh yeah, totally.
Yes,
that was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
I mean, it's true, but also funny.
Right.
Funny.
He's like, I'm gay for that dirtbag? No.
No.
And Noman Garden, yes, I would pay for that. A buddy comedy cross country trip with Matt and Brigitte. Or Brigitte. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm hearing the Muppets moving.
It would be so funny. Oh my god.
That's funny. No, I was thinking more Thelma and Louise.
I mean, it would be tragic and funny, I think.
Yeah, it would be hilarious.
Which of the main characters? Well, no, let's. So, which of Rand's trio of ladies would best mother.
Which of the three of Rand's?
Men.
Ooh.
Elaine Avienda.
No.
No. I think Min would like curl
Min.
up on the baby and smother it on accident.
I'm going to say Avienda.
What? Avienda would throttle that baby.
I don't know.
She'd sharpen her knife on it.
Think about this. The kid would be smart
It would not be spoiled.
and deadly. They
That's
wouldn't
a
be
great
spoiled.
question, Brother Dan. We should have made this a poll, but people are chiming in.
Yeah. Pull that bad boy.
All right,
Ryan.
Let's poll it.
we're polling it. We have 10 people watching.
Yeah.
Pull it.
One, two.
I think
I'm making a poll. Everyone's voting. This is the only way democracy works: is if we all participate.
Hey, one of the people watching is dating me and has never read the book, so this can't possibly go bad.
Oh no.
No, it's a 1 in 3 chance. I mean, there's no wrong answer.
So I'm just going to say, if they haven't read the books, then me saying Linny was responsible for everything would probably be bad, right? Spoiler.
What? You know what?
I mean, Lenny is the creator, so how can that be a spoiler?
Wait,
How can that be
Is
bad?
Linny the creator?
you know, if you catch bad fish, it's either you eat it or it's manure.
She's stronger than she looks.
That's a Lenny stay.
That's, yeah. All right. Hey, that's really insightful, Lenny. Thank you. Hey, Jansen, give me your best Lenny right now.
Oh, you can't put shit back in the ass. So
Yes!
Let's put shit back in the ass. Perfect. Perfect.
We've lost Brother Ryan.
Tavern, give me your best Lenny.
Who?
Lenny, give me your best Lenny quote. Just
Hey, if you're eating honey, don't mind the stings.
oh, that's a good one.
That's awesome.
it's a good one.
It's pretty good.
All right. I love this game, right? Tavern,
Yeah.
give me your best Lenny.
All right, I'm stealing a quote from somewhere else, but I'll give you a Linny. You know, the funny thing about that little white speck on the top of chicken shit, well, that's chicken shit too.
I'm offended.
You're welcome, Super Chicken.
I'm offended.
Was that super chicken shit?
Ryan, give me your best Lenny.
Why would you say that?
Yeah. When trying to make a pull, make it catchy.
Ryan,
I don't think Lenny ever said that.
Okay. Hey. Look both ways when crossing the street, or just run to the meridian like a freak.
Lenny probably said that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, come on, Jesus.
Linny, that's a Camelin saying.
I'm trying to make a poll, brother Dan.
I'm trying to find.
You trying to find Linny sayings? What the hell? I
Whoa!
just saw SpongeBob.
What happened with
Yeah.
SpongeBob? That was
SpongeBob just popped the fuck up. Ah!
How dare you?
I don't know. I'm just playing. Hold on. I'm just looking for the special guest. And where's the special one?
What?
I thought I was special.
Oh,
Let's
brother
just
Dan.
do-
Oh, do we have a? Looks like we got a special guest for us.
Let's go.
We
Let's
need
go.
All right,
Let's.
in our forever commitment to diversity, we are bringing in a female voice to
Finally
join the
Great.
discussion.
set all these testosterone.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, What You Feeling has 2 women and 1 man, and that was waylaid, and we are just kind of scrambling to put together a great show. And I asked some ladies to join, and they were not available. And thank God we have a circle, a white circle to represent the female voice.
This is like
It's gone. What happened?
Oh man, I think we were too.
What did Ryan do?
It's a straight up sausage fest.
All right. Well, speaking of Sausage Fest, Patreon.com, way to leave.
Speaking
Brother
of
Dan and I are supported by 21 of the most amazing human beings on earth who think, hey, you're giving me free content. I'm going to give you a little bit of my money.
just a little bit.
I
That's
think
fun.
that's,
Like $1,
hey, that's the
$2,
old
$3.
school. It's the old school barter system, right? Like, it's like, hey, I provide a service. You actually pay for it. It's amazing. If you want to be one of those amazing mavericks who are living their life thinking, hey, it's free, but I'm still going to pay for it. Thank you so much. Come to patreon.com. We got tiers. You get shit. It's fun.
Yeah, then you're part of our stout river folk.
Ooh.
Stout.
Stout.
Yeah. You get access to a private Discord server where you can talk to all of the amazing hosts we have on the show.
We are going to kind of do more of these little games, or who will be the best parent, because every one of our characters do not have kids. So.
The poll is live. No, it's not live. I'll make it live.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Tavern, do you have to go?
I do. It's about midnight, and I don't want to turn into a pumpkin in front of all your.
All right. I understand. You have seasonal affective disorder, which happens daily at midnight. I understand.
Yeah, I will part with this my little rant.
Yes,
That
please.
is on Loyal.
With cheese?
And I love the actor, love how he's portraying Loyal, but the look to me is Barista Hagrid, and not fond of it. Just gonna put that out
Barista
there.
Hagrid. Nice. I called him.
Royale is Barista Hagrid.
I like
In
that.
the show he is.
Barista Hagrid. I like
Compared to
that.
the books, yeah.
I called him Fat Beck.
I actually think they're going to do something about that.
I hope so. I heard that they're going to change the weaves too, but
No, this is what I think. Have you noticed how different they treat? I mean, they treat the Ogier with respect in the show.
yes.
It's not just respect; it's fear. Now, I think they're going to go back, and I think they're going to do the same thing. You know how we've heard all the rumors in the books about don't anger the Ogier. in
Yeah.
battle. I think as soon as he starts fighting, he changes.
That would be amazing. But I will say this: in the behind the scenes, I think we get a look at gardeners in one of the shots.
Oh, we
Ooh.
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you look, there's a
That's
shot. Where,
exciting.
yeah. So anyway,
Yes, I think it's the gardener kind of in battle, right? Like it's this huge hunting.
yeah,
figure.
he's grabbing people and dragging them along.
So maybe, well, the gardeners did not get the longing, so maybe that has
Right.
something to do with it. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. All right. Well, thank you so much for having me, folks.
Hey, you're the best, and I should come back pretty soon.
Hey, I'm
Whatever you guys
glad
want.
to have seen you in person, Tavern.
Yep,
Very
it
nice
was
to
my
meet you.
pleasure. It was a pleasure meeting you all, and yeah, just let me know when you guys need me. All right,
I
All
need
right.
I need you every night when I'm cold.
I will
Yeah.
send you a blow up.
Who are you supposed to be, Bear?
Yeah.
When we feel the longing to Tavern, we will call you.
Well,
I
and
will
Tavern
send to you.
shirt says, nope, not today.
Yeah, it's not gonna
I know.
happen today.
I know.
But someday.
Next time you gotta change your little moniker to Tavern Talk. Boom!
Ooh.
All right. Hey, we'll see you soon. Have a
All right.
great night.
Bye, guys.
All right, thanks.
Bye, get or chat.
What do you think really happens at midnight?
Man, I think he literally turns into a pumpkin.
I think we learned something about him that no one knows.
That's pretty awesome.
We ace tonight that shit. Wait, what is this?
Hey, Sedai.
What is going on? We got sorry, right?
Yay, Sedai.
Thank you.
Oh, we got some, and it's coming in, and it's coming in. Bom, shka, bom, bom, shka, bom, shka, bom, shka, bom.
Hey,
Bill G.
why? And win the anniversary to declare Queen Lane the in the wide world. You know what, Dilgy? I voted on my phone for Elaine. Well, I think she would be the best.
For a lube job? What did you say?
No, to be the parent.
A lube job to be the parent. Yeah.
A lube job. A lube job.
I can't hear you. You keep clipping. Your audio is clipping. I didn't hear the name you said.
All right, the poll is just it's hot and heavy in the poll. There's 9 votes. Min is in the lead. We need more votes. We need more votes.
Guys, how good? I mean, I guess it's a good parent if you.
A good parent if you.
Yeah, brother Dan. I know.
You know who I think would be a great mom? Now she's not one of the main characters, but the Lady Rosella might be really well.
Ooh, yeah. Kids would love to listen to what Lady Rosella says.
For sure.
That's for sure. I mean, adults want to listen to what Lady Rosella says.
Wait, is that who Oliver was always ogling her boobs? All right,
He wasn't ogling them. He was laying on them.
Yeah.
And
Oliver,
Tom had to sing before
Yeah.
he could lay his hand on that magnificent pillow.
Wait,
That's right.
If you don't have like hair one, does those boobs are meaningless? They're meaningless.
By meaningless, do you mean all babies that suckle on boobs?
General Yakata is still suckling now.
Yes, yes. I'm trying to process that question. Yes, I want to say yes, and
So how could they be meaningless?
you're right. Well, they're not meaningless in that he's not like garnering meaning from it. He's garnering like comfort, but I don't think he's having like mature sexual thoughts about this woman.
Why would he? Oh, that's gross. Why would you say that?
He's a little shitball.
He's 9.
Yeah. He's like he's firmly in between like suckling on boobs and fondling boobs.
Yeah, no, he's right where he's like every time he snuggles with her, he's. I guess I gotta pee. I don't know.
Well, he's 9, so remember he said he needs a year or 2 before he can go chasing women. So
Yeah.
I don't know why the wiener gets big every time I snuggle it. I guess I just gotta pee. I don't know.
that's a skill I'd like to have.
Yeah. So the debate's hot and heavy about who's the best mom.
It's Elaine.
No. Well, I mean, to that point, Elaine put her child in danger
men.
while pregnant almost daily.
Well, that's because she had the foretelling of men.
But also religious zealotry. And when she was captured, she's like, oh my God, I was wrong the old time. Like, you're right, men, you're right. Yeah, I think this is a good point. I think everyone should take that in consideration when voting. Is Elaine? Hey, we have new people. Go to the we have a poll. Let's all vote on the poll. Who would be the best mom of Rand's triangle?
And why is it men?
And why is it men? Yeah, put your vote and then put your explanation in chat because I don't. Yeah, Jansen, you say it's Avienda. Super Chicken, you say it's men. Brother Dan, who do you think would be the best?
I
mom?
said Elaine.
You said who?
Elaine.
What?
Elaine, he's rounding it out and saying Elaine.
Brother Dan, switch to like just your mic on in your laptop. Yeah, just do that. Just go.
Whatever you got to do. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's getting worse. Go to.
I don't know what's going on. Is that better?
Go to audio and
That's
go to.
pretty good.
Is that better?
Yeah,
We'll see.
It's better.
It's not. It's better until it's not.
Yeah, I think Avienda would be the best mom.
I'm so stoked. Fucking Diljit. Diljit's in India. Diljit's we don't know.
Diljit, you're doing awesome support work over there.
Yeah, hell to the yeah. And he knows his shit. Every comment he has is just like on point.
Yeah.
Unlike all of you in chat. Get to work, chat. Come on.
So I say Elaine. Yeah, she did take some chances, but I think that was Min's fault because she shared with her information, and it's like it always happens. So Elaine's like, so I could just jump off a cliff, and she's like, yeah, you'll be fine.
She didn't say you'll be fine. Like, I can't believe that you're saying that men enabled Elaine by telling her what she knew. Like that's not Elaine's fault.
So Super Chicken, imagine like your mom could see the future.
Okay.
Your future.
Okay.
Would that enable you or hinder you?
It would depend on my personality, which is my point.
Oh, okay. Do you think men would be more adaptable, like to a child of varying personalities?
Well, no. What I'm saying is that it's Elaine's fault that Min giving her information led to Elaine doing stupid shit.
That's
what I'm saying.
Do you think, as a parent, her ability to see the future would make her a better parent or a worse parent?
I don't think
It depends. It depends on the kid. That's what I'm saying.
She only saw one thing about herself. I don't think she'd see things about her kids.
Ooh,
maybe not.
I don't know. Ryan, that should be the next poll. Would men see things about her own children in a vision form or whatever?
All right.
I kind of think she would.
I'm on it.
Who won this last poll? I bet you it's men, huh?
I'm on it. Let's do that too.
Here's why I think it's Avienda. I think it's Avienda because I think at the core, the best thing a parent can do is make their child able to live and survive when they're gone. And I think that under men and under Elaine, there would be too many servants also taking care of the kids. I think Avienda would not have a bunch of random people serving and changing and making food for the kids. I think Avienda would be out there doing it herself. And I think she would teach them to be more self-sufficient.
Oh, see, Jansen, here's I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn here, Ryan, but my brother and I had a mother who expressed herself through like these weirdly passive aggressive silent ways, and that's what I see Avienda as. If she's mad at you, if she thinks that you broke toe, that she would just kind of just be like she was with Rand, like this angry person that you don't want to be around.
And also, she has no representative of a mother herself. The poll comes in strongly in favor of men. With 50% of the votes, men would be the best mother. And I'd love to hear people's justifications. Let us know in chat why you think one or the other. I'm leaning towards men when I start breaking it down. Personally, Elaine's got flaws. She's. I mean, but she might. You know what? Like, I guess the question is. Here's another question: would their children be important? Do they need to be raised to a position that they need? Right, like Elaine's upbringing is all determined by her needing to be the queen. Would Rand's children need to be raised to be what? Right? Let's go into it. I'm great at this.
Well, if you consider this, Rand's children
are great at this.
Are part of two different houses in Andor, House Mantiar and Trikan. So their lineage, as far as being related with the blood of Ashara, probably could never be rivaled. So that group, those people, as long as they still have little girls, would be queen forever in that family. Considering their bloodline. So let me think. So Rand's kids, at least through Elaine, would always have to be, heralded as the second, third, fourth, fifth coming of rulers. They would be literally, their Andor is in their hands.
Right. We have an entire society that was based around the kin of Arthur Hawkwing. What would we have around the kin of the freaking Dragon Reborn?
3 different branches of it as well.
These kids would all be super channelers in my eyes too. If we're looking at genetics,
and also
generally have a channeler breeding with another channeler.
And the way that people view Aiel, Avienda would probably have a really elevated place. Avienda's kids, Avienda and Ren's kids, would have an elevated place in society. Mm-hmm. And what would that turn into?
They'd be the Candy Corn Jr. or the Karkaron Jr. Candy Corn.
Ooh. We also have to remember that Avienda has kind of the same powers as men, having access to the Terangriel and Rudian. She can essentially see the future in the past.
She can only go through once, though.
No,
can't keep
Twice.
going
she's
through.
changed,
The
What?
wise ones go twice.
turned it back on. They've gone 3 times now.
Oh.
Wait. Avienda went 3, right? Or
No.
no, who went 3? Who went 3?
Bear went 3 times.
Who went
Who?
through?
Bear went through a 3rd time because she
Ah.
made Avienda make a gateway for her to go through to see it for herself. She had already gone through twice, so they can all go through at least 3 times.
Bear went twice before doing that?
You have to go twice to become a wise one.
Oh, I thought you
And-
went once. Okay.
No, you go twice to become a wise one because remember
Oh,
Avienda.
shit. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Bear went 3 times.
So, what do we think about this comment? Noman Garden is saying, remember that the 4th age was supposed to bring in new abilities like the channeling from birth.
And it did. Remember? It said
Well,
they talked about that.
The 4th age? We talked about the 4th age?
Avienda's children, when she went back in the Tarungra and looked back, remember her daughter
Oh, she went. Okay.
he said that she'd always been able to hold the power since she was ever born, even in her
Yeah,
sleep.
that's true.
Is that where this knowledge comes from? Is that where this idea comes from?
I think it has to. I mean, it's pretty spot on to what the text said.
Awesome. No, thank you. No, I'm learning. Like, I've only read the books twice. How many times have you read the books, Jansen?
Read them, I believe, 6 or 7 times. Listened to them probably 15 or 20.
That's about where I'm at too.
Yeah, I guess. I can't
Yeah.
start.
So I mean, like, Brother Dan and I started this channel knowing that we are involving ourselves in a community of experts, and we're just dumb puppets. We're being honest. I'm on my 2nd reread. Dan's just kind of focusing on the show, the first time reader show.
I mean, first time readers have insights sometimes that I didn't reach. So like there's
Yeah.
no discounting of amount of experience here. Like we're all in it together trying to figure it out. And that's why we're on this podcast. That's why we're talking. That's what's so beautiful about RJ's writing.
Yes, and
Love
to
it.
that point, MaTsDaGgerX is one of our greatest
Our best friend.
best friend,
Hey,
friend of the show.
You know what? That's the best euphemism I've ever
Mod-
heard.
Mod
Is I was
extraordinaire.
Serving him the Karkaron. Yeah, hubba hubba hubba. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Humana humana. Auga.
Hi, MaTsDaGger.
Oh,
Haven't seen you for a few months, but good to see you on the show.
Yes, thank you. buddy.
Donating ducats.
Stagger's the best. I love that guy.
All right, so Diljit is saying, let's just say Randy's a 4th wife who is available, unlike Elaine, patient, unlike Avienda, and less clingy, unlike Min. I love that point. And I mean, like, let's be honest, like, after everything's said and done, he's lighting pipes with his mind. Who knows what he can do?
But why does it need to be a wife? Couldn't it be like a nanny that he has sex with on the side?
It could be that. It could be a husband.
Or a
I mean,
husband.
who knows? He
Yeah.
could be transcending gender in every way.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
you know
Min
what?
would be a helicopter mom.
It would have to be Alana.
You think Min would be a helicopter mom?
Yeah, I think she would be that mom that like was at the playground. And
How would
like,
she have time from all of that sitting on Rand's lap to be a helicopter mom? I'm curious about your.
No, Min is the best girlfriend in the world. Min is my love language is physical, so it's like, yeah, she would be like, she's right up my alley.
Well, you gotta consider where
but-
men's kids are going to be raised. They're going to be raised in Sunshine.
Well, all right, let's talk about that. What do
Yeah.
you think it's like to be raised in Chanchan?
I mean,
Well,
she's got to
it's-
do her doom saying viewings every once in a while, but other than that, what's she doing actually? don't
Well,
know.
I mean, you're like, hey, mom, I'm just
And
gonna
do
go
her
over
kids
to
have the
Johnny's
same
and watch a movie, and then she's looking at your vision. She's like, no, you're going to that kegger, that over in that next county, aren't you? It's like, God damn it, why can't I just be me? And see,
And son, you're going to get herpes today, but don't worry. Aunt Nynaeve will take care of it as soon as you get home.
yeah, she looks
What
at
a
her
comfort.
vision. Jenny, does it burn when you pee? Mom!
Yeah, I mean, going back to the Lan and Nynaeve as parents, I always just thought like Lan would be like abusive and Nynaeve would kill the kid, and it would just be like this crazy, horrible cycle. As Lan's like, he needs to be strong, and like Nynaeve's like, no, he needs an Xbox.
With the exception of Perrin, I think Lan may be the gentlest person in the whole book.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
Well, I think the same thing. I think that Lan would be a great parent. I think he would be tender. I think he would be everything that Nynaeve's dream is like, where he's like, my love, and sweeping her off a horse and all that shit. I think that that's kind of what he would be. I think he's an old softy. He remembers anniversaries. He knows her ring size. You know, he knows all that shit. You know,
Teaches people how to stand.
Listen, Dan here is the man.
Thank you.
What were you gonna say, Jason? I'm sorry.
And Lan teaches men how to stand.
Ooh,
That's the quote that Rand gave him before he gave him the crown of Malkir. Said, my father raised me, but you taught me how to stand. Thank you.
yes. Yeah, and like in terms of like mentorship, one of the greatest moments we could all recall is when Lan is dressing Rand to go present himself in front of Morghese. And he teaches him how to do the proper, what was it, Malkiri?
Cat walks in the crate. Oh, I thought you were saying
No,
cat walks in the
actually,
courtyard.
That's not true. He tells him how to walk like cat in the but Land actually learned that from watching the
Actual
Howard
cats.
Card in Camelin, and Land said yes, do it just like that. They'll get something out of that. So it was basically Talonvor who taught Land how to bow to the